Hey, welcome to another DeadThree Basketball film breakdown. If you could do me a favor, click the subscribe button below and turn on notifications. It's always appreciated. Appreciate all the support that the channel has received. Hey, we're going to jump right into it. The NCAA tournament has been going on. We've actually got the Final Four all picked out. But we're still going to be showing some of these conference games and some of these teams. Purdue ended up getting beat by the St. Peter's group. And Iowa, I don't believe, made it out of the first round. I believe that they ended up losing and destroyed a lot of people's brackets. But we're going to get right into this game. Try to run about 10 minutes or so on this film if we can right now. So when this game gets going here, you know, the thing about Iowa, there's an All-American that they have, a first-team All-American, and Purdue also has the All-American with Ivy. So we'll be able to see a number of things here. So we see a lot of this double high dribble handoff work. I do like it that teams are getting their people lower. We're starting to do that with our group, but you have to keep your eye on what we're trying to do here. 50. So they're going away from Ivy, and look at how he's playing them. Here's the high ball screen. He's loosened it up, and they're just running it right into a dribble handoff here. Now, Ivy could back cut this if he's overplayed off the top, and he's got to be able to have vision and be able to pass it. But we've got a single pin down running it into a dribble handoff with a single on the weak side of the floor off of Bohannon here, right? So there's a lot going on here because Ivy's just that good. So there it is. I mean, he collapses them, right? So he's collapsed. It's going to end up, there's the dribble handoff. He's going to end up getting the ball. He's got to be able to play off that. Now, Ivy has got to be able to make that. And I don't know his stats. I know he's a first-team All-American. He did a great job in the NCAA tournament. But, being able to come off this, getting this switch, having a three-man gap here, that dribble handoff to a roll. So this could be a prescribed action. Dribble handoff off of a pin down to a dribble handoff to an immediate change on the pop, right? So if we go back 5 seconds here, let's show it. There's that. No dribble handoff. There, watch, 25's immediately going to pop, and there's the change, right? So now he's going to sweep and drive, take it off his shoes, but we do have the roll of 50 right here. The big kid that they have is on the bench, and there it is, right? So now you have to decide what you're going to do as a player here. You're playing the All-American. This is a 50-50 right here. So you're closer to the ball on a 40-60, right? So 50-50 would be a halfway split. The 40-60 is there. So you're 40% near the ball. Now, they double ball side on the dribble. There's the cutter through, and then he throws that pass. Wow. So, again, these are highlight packages. But look, so you've got to be able to take cutters away, especially on the post feed, to take a cutter away and then shape up and fill. That's exactly what they're doing. He's cutting away. Ivy's going to fill it, but watch what he does. Now, everybody's outside the paint. So where should these guys be? At least 1 foot on lane line. At least one, right? And so we're there. He stunts over, but it's not enough. Great play. Great play, right? So it's a very close game. I believe Iowa ends up winning this game. This is the Big Ten championship game, right? So there's ball screen. We try to keep the ball off the sideline, but I do like getting this to have an angle to go downhill. So if you're playing an outside channel, it is good to just have that outside channel running it into a ball screen. But it looks like Bohannon's coming. Let's see what Bohannon does, because it looks like he's queuing up for that back screen right there. They don't use it, and he pops, right? So it's okay. We've got to be good enough as a group to get that back screen. Look at how he is hitting him. He is hitting him. There's contact there. He's going over the top of the screen. Everybody's flooding the paint here. He doesn't use it, and he pops. So Bohannon, look at outside the paint. Ivy's here. Can we draw and create contact on the second pound, right? So then there's the pivot, and he gets to the mouth of the rim with the left jump hook, right? So really a good play because they run it into a ball screen, and then he's just going to start pounding it. Right, so that right there is emergency. My coaching would be this, and everything's different, right? You gotta get what you emphasize, and you gotta know what you're emphasizing. My thing here would be, 11's got to be all the way over. Look at how they're running a weak side flare screen for him. So watch 2. So 2 drives it, they kick it back, 1 gets locked into it, and look, locked in on the ball, vision. Look at how this is what you talk about, right? But look. There's a weak side. No, not really a weak side flare, but they were set up for it, right? But watch 11. Like, you've got to get there with your body. You can't be swiping at the ball. Now, luckily they get it. Let's see how well they run breaks here, right? 55 just needs to get his tail out of there, right? And so this is not a fast breaking group. And we didn't stay with the highlight there, so they're just going to be able to walk the ball up the floor and play that way. Okay? So I do like this stuff in that I'm not a huge fan of this, right? Of this pass here and then trying to ball screen and by taking this long route to get there, right? So, hey, just chill out. And this, they play it really loose here to engage 2 and just change it, right? Now we're back into the post. Mid-post shape up. So the last couple possessions, I was been able to get right to here and right to there. That's where the game is won. The game is won at the hole, at the mouth of the rim, in the paint, 2 seconds on the shot clock, and we're going to let him have that shot, right? If anything, we've got to force him to a bad angle and maybe to a baseline drive. Right, but they're just looking to move and screen. Right, you have to know what you can do. Watch 50. I think his number's 50. Right, so he gave it up. He's running a down screen here. Bohannon gets it, and then he's just looking to flare screen more. It's not Bohannon. Bohannon's number 3. Right, so we're here. Watch. This is what I like about. This is coming back up, so I apologize for this. But this is what I like about what Bohannon does. He's always looking to screen away because there's your guy, right? So the ball goes out to Bohannon. Guys cut away. Not Bohannon. There's Bohannon right there. So he's looking to screen away. Curl, pop, ball screen, slip to another ball screen, to a roll. 11's chasing it. You could run that into a dribble handoff to a seal. Right, so they do a great job. Ball's on the second side of the floor, and then they just continue to move and play. Right, throw it up and get plays. Right, so we'll go a few more plays here. We're 7 minutes in. Let's see what Purdue's able to do here. Okay, so they run this, kind of a horn set where they're running off of elbows, and then they bury the 2 other guys. Right, so but automatic. Right? All these different actions and sets that you can run off of a horns action. They're going to get it into their big 7-footer, and here's a pin down. Maybe a fake dribble handoff here. No, they give it to him. Dribble handoff, immediate screen away, pop to a double, to a baseline double. For who? Okay, so Ivy's not in the game, but to that, right? Here's, this is what I think, he really struggled I felt he struggled in the tournament, right? As big as he is, but look, that's a good little action, right? So it's kind of a horns action, horn set to a dribble handoff. They're going to run a double, pop to a double, and then watch what 25 does. He pops, and then we seal right here. So watch what he does. Airtime of the ball. He's traveling to get it, and he comes hard on the dribble, and there it is. Great by him. Those are winning plays. Now let's see if the big kid, nope, so it's a highlight. We didn't get it. And again, Iowa with, the big kid I really like, but the thing in all the games that we've watched, we've done a number of Purdue games. I mean, his feet, his sizes, you can't teach that, obviously. And he's a wide, strong body, and he's got a good jump hook going to his right. But he's not great with his feet. He's a little slow, like right here. He's not ready to play. But look at how they move right there. He's ready for it. There's the pocket pass. He's got to be able to go get that ball, but he can't, right? His feet are, and then he's trying his best, right? It's one of those things. You got to be able to just play and give your best. So now, doesn't get the layup. Michigan State stuff, right? And it's just basketball stuff, but you just see Michigan State do it so much. Quick outlet, doesn't have the pace or speed that Michigan State has. But he catches it on one side of the floor and he changes the floor in front of the big. Look, takes the big with him. Now, if he were a 5th gear player instead of a 2nd or 3rd gear player, like I would look at him as a 2nd gear player. He's running to the paint. Hopefully we have dead threes around him, around the ball, so we can't help. But there it is. Throw it up. Oh, and they turn it over again? So this pass here has got to be over the top, and he's got to be able to run. It can't be that pass. It can't be a left-hand pass off the bounce. It just can't. Like right here. It's got to be over the top. It needs to be where he can catch, dribble, hop, right? Or he can just catch and score, right? But they're going to let Bohannon just get it, hit ahead. Now it's 21-14, right? And just so listen to what has happened. It's 8 minutes to go in the first half. The last 3 or 4 possessions we've seen from Purdue have been to get the ball inside. They're clearly doubling the ball. They're coming on the dribble of the ball. They know that he doesn't have great feet, but they do know he's a presence, and they do know that the ball is going inside. So, but we've also had 3 or 4 turnovers just by trying to get the ball into him, right? And turnovers at one end, or layups on the other, or the fast breaks on the other, or at least good shots on the other end. So, and Iowa ends up winning this game. They're up 21-14 at this point with 8 to go. They're 25-9 on the season. They win this. Unfortunately, destroyed everybody's bracket in the NCAA tournament. So, listen, that's 10 minutes of the. We're going to get back into this. I'm going to stay with this. I want to watch the big kid play more. I want to see, the All-American for Iowa. I believe his name's Murray. Keegan Murray possibly, and then I want to see more of Ivy. So we'll get into those. If you could just hit that subscribe button below the video, not there on the screen, but just below the video, and if you could like and turn on notifications, comment on any of these, it's always appreciated. Thank you.